All right, we're in our final minutes here in our apartment in Orvieto. We have had so much heat and so much activity over the last few days that we've really not been able to do videos. We got to Orvieto 2 days ago, walked in the door, dropped our stuff, pretty much turned right around and went out to the spot at Saturnia, which is an hour and a half to 2 hours away. And so we pretty much walked in, couldn't do any video, left. Saturnia is a sulfur springs, which is super cool. We had a great time, but we can't take the camera there because it'll destroy the camera because of the sulfur steam. So we didn't use the camera for stuff there. We came back that night. It was super late. By the time we had managed to get food and stuff, we were well after midnight. Everybody went straight to bed. So we did no filming on that day. And that was really just a travel day other than doing Saturnia. Then yesterday we did some awesome stuff, but all of it was underground. We started with the St. Patrick's Well, which is probably the coolest thing here in Orvieto. You descend 60 meters into a Renaissance well. It's about 500 years old. It's a double helix, so you go down one set of stairs to go down and another one to go up, so you just have a continuous line of people going through it. Really, really neat engineering, neat history. The whole thing is super cool, but it's not a place to take the camera, especially because of the whole walking and falling and damp, and so we couldn't, and it's dark. So we did a little bit of filming with the Samsung phone. That was it. So no camera work yesterday. I got sick immediately coming out of there. Heat exhaustion just hit me. We are at unbelievable temperatures here, and today, which is Friday, we're expected to set the records for much of Europe, with France looking at as high as 114 today. We're only supposed to be 104, but no matter what, the temperatures are crazy. So we really were not in condition to carry the camera around yesterday. I was down for a lot of the afternoon, and then when we did go out again, it was to tour the underground here in Orvieto. Also super cool, over 1,200 caverns or caves that have been dug by people underneath the city have been uncovered. We only toured, 3 or 4 of them, but very, very cool. But again, underground, tons of walking, not much to film. And so yes, so Orvieto just across the board became a don't take out the camera day, because the only chances to take it out was just walking around town a little bit, but in so much heat that just nobody could do it. And that's affecting us a lot. This trip, we really got hit with the heat like so badly. We've been at record heat since we landed in Europe. And so we did Athens and Santorini and all of Crete at pretty high temperatures. And then when we got to Italy, we just hit brutal temperatures, and it's not going to break for a while. And so unfortunately, a lot of our opportunity to get out and do things is hampered by that. So today we are making the transition from Umbria, which borders Lazio near Rome. We're in Orvieto. We're going to drive north to Montecatini Terme, where Domenica and I stayed on the Grand Tour 1 in 2012, which is another hot springs just outside Florence, maybe 30 minutes west of Florence. Great little town. Our kids loved it when we were there, and there's a funicular that takes you up the hill to Montecatini Alta, which has a really great old town and a neat square, and it's really, really cool. So we're moving from an Umbrian hill town to a Tuscan hill town. We're going to be up there for at least 3 nights, with a little bit longer. Here we were only 2, and with the heat, we just couldn't do very much. But Orvieto, great town. I'm looking forward to coming back here someday. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous city. I wish we had had time to go around and film stuff, and we thought about doing the cathedral here today, but with the heat and we need to get out, we have to check out of the apartment here by 10, so it doesn't leave us very much time, and we had to park way outside of town. We have to hike across town with our backpacks, go down, unload, and that's a lot of hiking in this heat, and we don't want to do it twice. And to do the cathedral, the Duomo, we have to, the girls have to be covered, and so they would have to wear much warmer clothes than is appropriate for this temperature, which all just makes it not seem like the thing to do, even though the Duomo looks amazing. But you know what? We've seen it from the outside a bit, and while there's some great art on the inside, it's just not cutting it as important enough to do with all this heat. So we're going to do a quick walkthrough of the apartment here, because we haven't done that yet, and then we're just going to get in the car, on the road, and up to Montecatini, and hopefully with enough time and activities up there, we'll be able to do some filming.